with Andy Woodman post-match after the Bromley 5-1 victory over Ebbsfleet United. Andy, do you know, I'm not going to start with the match first. I'm going to start with Ben Krauhaus first, because I haven't asked you about Ben in a long time. What do you say about someone like Ben Krauhaus, 19 years old? I've just given him man of the match for that performance. You said to me right near the start of the season, I don't know if you remember, you said that it's like Emil Smith Road, and you must be thinking you're fully vindicated for making that comment.
Yeah, I think people thought I was crackers when I said it. I said, look, I was lucky enough to work with Emil, and he's a top player, and Ben is Emil Smith Rowe, and I mean that with respect to Emil, by the way. But he's the same sort of characteristics and the same sort of the way he runs and carries the ball. And my biggest criticism of Ben has been like to add goals and assists to his game now. And he's just reminded me he got 2 goals and an assist. So that's brilliant. Fair play to him. I mean, he's a real talent, and he's our talent. So he's got to keep going now right to the end of the season.
I'll go back a bit though, because you were playing him last season when he was only 17 years old. I don't know how many managers would have put him in that early. You put him in last season, and this season is pretty much been ever present. Is it just a philosophy that you have, if you're young enough, you're good enough, or is it that you saw the talent just so early that he demanded you could not play him?
I think it'd be easy for me to just turn around and say, yes, my philosophy, but they've got to be good enough. And I don't worry about the age. They've got to be good enough, and they've got to do both sides of the job, not just the pretty side, but the ugly side. And Ben's done that, and Kellum did it really well. And like, I'm all for playing young players or any players, but if they've got the energy and the desire and the qualities with and without the ball, then they'll get on my team. And look, I think I'm here talking about Ben Krauhaus, but there's a lot of people at this football club that should take plaudits for Ben Krauhaus. The academy, the coaches in the academy, and all the work they've put in as well. Because he has to go through a process before he gets to me, like all the other boys. So I'm delighted with Ben, and I couldn't be more chuffed for a nicer, grounded young man.
In terms of the game itself, do you feel that obviously 5-1, everyone will look at the scoreline? What were the main things that you think the team corrected from the game at Ebbsfleet on Boxing Day?
I think I corrected them, if I'm to be honest. I think we caused our own problems a little bit on Boxing Day, and I demanded a few things of them today, which obviously I'll keep between me and them. And they delivered, and they keep delivering, and that's what we've got. I look at the Bromley crowd, and I'm buzzing with the amount of people turned out today, because that really shows respect to me and the boys. But I'm telling you, every crowd up and down the country, and I've watched a few games of late, let me tell you, and I'm sure the few managers of these clubs I've watched, they would love to have a team that gives everything like our team. And I'm telling you, that is so undervalued. We have got a team that goes out there every match and doesn't know when it's beaten, doesn't know when to give up, and gives every ounce of they can out on that pitch. And that's what I demand of any team, any player that plays for me. And these boys have been brilliant, and they deserve, at the moment, every little pat on the back they're getting, but it's only at the moment.
The last game I spoke to you was after the Altrincham game. I can't remember the stats I threw at you, but I'll just let you know now you had 12 shots on target today, but this time 5 goals. So is that just the margins of football? Sometimes it just doesn't work out despite the shots on goal. This time it did.
Look, if they hadn't got that free kick at Altrincham and they wouldn't have gone in the top corner, we'd have been not really. Would have papered over the cracks a little bit, but let's be honest. We've got to be a bit more ruthless, and and that's what I've been keep banging on about to the boys. Be ruthless, be horrible, take no mercy in anyone, and they've done that today, and we're going to have to keep doing it. Right away now. I think we've got 19 big cup finals now, right away into the end of the season, and they are. Every game's massive. We're pushing. Bromley Football Club pushing to get in the league. I mean, let's not get away from it. That's where we're at. But there's a lot of football still to go. So, I'm, as you can tell, I'm extremely proud of my team and my staff and everything that's going on here at the moment.
It seems right to us. I know, again, everyone's eager to try and say that Chesterfield have won it, but they did drop points away at Solihull. So are you looking at that, or is it a case of just take care of your own business and what will be?
Look, we can't affect Chesterfield until they play here. So we've got no effect on Chesterfield. And like I said, they've got a brilliant manager, a brilliant club, massive club, and brilliant players. So look, we've done our maths. They're not gonna slip up, no chance. And I say that again, remind, this is not mind games. You can't be playing mind games when you're this far adrift. So we just got to worry about us, and we've got to keep making sure we keep getting our points on the board, and see where it leads us. And look, my first target is well, I don't know if I should tell my first target, but I think last year we had the highest ever points finish ever.
Yeah,
so
71.
So let's have that as our first target, to beat that. But we've got our own in-house targets, and we're on course. So I'm chuffed with everything we're doing. And I must say, look, I think it's the most complete performance from a Bromley side since I've been here to date, regardless of the opposition, because they're not a bad team. I thought that was the most complete all-round performance from a Bromley team since I've been at this football club.
Final one, you don't have to go into detail if you can't, but are some of the loanies done now? You don't have to give names, but do you have to? Are you trying to? Can you extend, or do you have to?
No, everyone's done. We're all good.
Thanks. Thank you.